As we continue here, we're live from SWAC Media Day here in Birmingham, BOXTOROW, and got a gentleman that I tell you what, the Jackson State Tigers have been knocking on that door with him as the head coach, knocking on that door his third season, kicked the door in last year, getting that HBCU National Championship. T.C. Taylor joining us right here on BOXTOROW at SWAC Media Day. What's going on, Coach Taylor?
It's good, man. How you doing, man? I'm glad to be a part of BOXTOROW. I've been seeing so much. Everybody pays attention to the All-American list and everything you guys are producing right now. So I can't say enough. Be sitting right here with you right now.
I appreciate you because y'all vote on the coaches poll every week. So I appreciate you. Last year, how special was it for you?
It was huge. It was huge. I don't think about the season. I think about this summer leading into that season. You know, I saw how hard our players work. And, you know, I took them through what they call the ringer.
You got to.
But they understood it once we started playing football.
Yeah.
They understood it once we started playing football. And, you know, to hoist that trophy finally, you know, that was my fourth try. That was the fourth time's a charm. And, you know, and to get that, to go up on that stage and be able to hoist that trophy and see the excitement on the JSU fans' face, my coaches, players, my family, everybody was there. That's a moment I'll never forget.
Can you speak to it? And you may not look at it this way because you've been a winner. Like you at North Carolina Central as assistant coach, North Carolina Central, Coach Mack, y'all were winning, beating A&T and all that, right? Is there pressure in Jackson, in that Jackson State is probably the program in HBCU from a fan base perspective? How much pressure is there to win? And then I guess if so, you alleviated some of that with the national championship last year?
Yeah, I mean, it's a ton of pressure. You know, the reason we both can say that, you look at you come watch us play and look how packed those stands are, whether we're on the road or at home, Celebration Bowl, you know, those fans are the most passionate fans, I think, in the country. When you talk about fan support and, you know, the expectation for that program, but it's a ton of pressure. I can remember even back as a player, it was the same way when I played there. You know, they come out, and that's what I tell our guys. If these fans are going to come out and support, hey, you best put a good product on that field because they want to win. And nobody talks more junk than our fans.
right.
You know, they like yes. Right? You know, nobody talks more noise than JSU fans. So it's a huge expectation there. But let me say this. Our administration, A.D. Robinson, you know, Ashley Robinson, they do a great job of giving us what we need to be successful.
Yeah.
You know, I have to say that. That's where it starts here, and that's where that expectation and that pressure comes from.
Yeah. No, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Jacoby and Morgan.
Man.
Tell me about him, preseason player of the year.
Yes.
Tell me about, obviously, the work that he did last year speaks for itself, but how much better do you feel like he's gotten coming into this season?
This year, I've watched him grow for 3 years now. You know, I remember him out of high school when I recruited him over at Canton High and everything. He goes to Syracuse, comes back, wants to play for Coach Taylor in Jackson State, hometown kid, and he's just grown every year. You know, the kid is a winner. You know, that's what he is. It was up to us to make sure we put the right talent around him. And we did a good job of that as a coaching staff. I think this year now, because if you think about last year for us, it was a lot about Irv Mulligan. You know, offensive player of the year, you know, we had to think run first. So now here's the year that we can really give Jacoby and Morgan the football and say, go get it done. You know, so that's what we're excited about. His teammates love him. They believe in him. And he's been working each and every day. If you look, I look out of my window all the time, we'll get done with workouts and he's still out there an hour after trying to get it done. He understands the pressure. It was kind of what you just talked about. It's a lot of pressure on playing quarterback at Jackson State. You know, I can say that again because I played quarterback at Jackson State. You did. He handles it so well, you know what I'm saying? Whether he, you know, has a bad game, he comes back right that next week ready to work. So I think the people, the fans, everybody's going to see the best Jacoby and Morgan this year.
I don't want to overlook your wide receivers, but I got to ask you about Nate Rembert. I mean, you get him. The guy was one of the top 3 wide receivers in the SWAC last year. Now he's on your team. That's big. That's pretty big time, Coach Taylor.
2 words: is advertised. You know, that was something that once we finished last season in Celebration Bowl, I remember meeting with the coaching staff. You know, we got Jonas Fertillion coming back, a force. I mean, he is a force. So I was like, we got to get more talent around Jonas so teams can, the double teams and everything. So Nate, you know, we see his name in the portal. I like, we got to go all out, you know, and try to get this young man in here. And we were blessed to get him, and he's been a blessing. he can really play the game. He's a natural receiver. Every time he catches the ball, he has the opportunity to score. You know, and I could just remember back when we played him at the vet, you know, it was Valley and Nate Rimber. You know, anytime he touched the ball, I'm telling these guys, we got to get him on the ground because he's a big play waiting to happen. But just another explosive piece. You know, you talk about adding him with Travis Terrell, an All-American guy, a young man. And then we got Shamar Savage from Prairie View. You know, this guy about my size, 6'5", 220 right now. So we're excited about all those, and especially that receiver room, though.
Last thought, because I know
It's been like that all day.
I was in SID at one time too. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah. So just talk about how you talk to your student athletes, because they're on cloud nine like nobody can beat us, but it's SWAC football is serious business. Yeah. So how do you kind of talk to them coming into the season? Let them know we got to put in the work to defend our championship.
I talked about a plateau. You know, as a program, once you win a national championship, you reach the plateau. And then, so the goal for us was we must go above and beyond that, because everybody else is going to be chasing what they saw last year. So when we show up on August 30th to play Hampton, we can't be the same as we were last year. And they understand it, you know, and our culture is so set. You know, our players do a great job of policing each other. Talk about leaders like Jeremiah Williams, Jacoby and Morgan. Those guys been around in our program. So they do a good job of just showing up and doing the work.
Okay. Appreciate it, Coach Taylor.
Man, appreciate what you do, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.